Eventually, the Fed is going to start easing here. That's great for gold, and that's for Bitcoin. What I said is Bitcoin is growing up and will be eventually half the total market cap of gold. So that's about 350,000. So quite a ways to go from here.
But we do have an opportunity to do kind of a once-in-a-lifetime deregulation and reduction in the size of government. Because the other thing, besides the regulations, America is also going bankrupt.
8 p.m. this September 16th. For the launch of World Liberty Financial. We're embracing the future with crypto and leaving the slow and outdated big banks behind.
Energy, about this new industry called AI factories and artificial intelligence. And obviously, we're at the beginning of a new industrial revolution. And this industry is going to be producing intelligence. And what it takes is energy and, of course, a lot of great computer science and large computing systems that NVIDIA makes. And so
any technology in the wrong hands could be problematic. Bluetooth is not necessarily the most secure channel, which means a hacker might be able to hack into and gain access to information about what's happening in their brains right now, which means that the NSA and other organizations can spy not just on your email and your cell phones, but soon potentially on your brains as well.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. We will, and if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we had Bitcoin and crypto make another move up. Right now, the market is flat. But guys, we know tonight CME opens. We know it's going to move the market. We know yield rates are going to start moving in the morning. It's going to move the market again. This week is going to be a very volatile week. Yes, when Jerome is in the house, we know they like the markets to look good. But we know he's probably only going to be doing a 25 basis point cut. And that means that yield rates are going to move back up. And that means that markets are going to pull back. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But guys, make sure you watch the video I did last night. And what did Yeshua warn his disciples about? Deception. Guys, don't be deceived. And remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they rejected. Not because it's not there, but because they rejected. When you have the knowledge, there's nothing to be scared of. You have no reason to fear anything because you've already prepared. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We had yield rates which plummeted on Friday. And that was wonderful for markets. But like I stated, once Jerome Powell comes in the house, he leaves, rates are going to start creeping back up. And then we had the dollar down on Friday. Right now, we have volume and crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed repo at $284 billion on Friday. Again, guys, we got Jerome Powell in the house. He's going to be cutting rates for the first time in 4 years. And remember, they took us down to 0 And then they raise rates the fastest in history, not allowing these rates to seep into the market. And that's allowing the legacy market to crumble. We already see the holes, but we also know the solution. Remember, the NWO calls the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. And that's the machines and these digital currencies. And we have a new president to take office in January. And we know for a fact they have to cut all this spending. And that's going to cut a lot of government jobs, plus good paying jobs. And as layoffs pick up in 25 and 26, we know the people are going to be begging the government to come in with a solution. And we know that solution is universal basic income. But the sheep right now are not seeing the economy that's running on the other side. Blockchain and digital currencies, which they should have been educated and taken advantage of. You can easily put this in schools right now. You can easily have different programs on YouTube for free to educate the people. It's not like the government doesn't have access to the people. You can put an educational program on Netflix, Hulu. They don't want to do it. As long as you keep the sheep asleep, you can do whatever you like. And we know their goal is to take over this globe and take the power away from the people. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs. We have BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs on Friday were up. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have Polygon's, of course, Matic token upgraded, gets listed on Binance, and gets a little pump. Also, we have Ethereum developers consider splitting Petra upgrade, and the upgrade is going to increase the speed, the scalability, and that upgrade will be in 2025. But guys, we know DeFi is definitely the new banking. And when you look at Ethereum's ecosystem, you can see how it's going to change everything that we do. And when you add in these machines, you can see they can run this whole economy without a human involved. And now we have Trump saying that he's going to be coming out with his DeFi project. And now the older generation, that's the key, guys, the older generation now are going to be taking these digital currencies serious. The kids may have came to them, talked about Bitcoin and crypto, and of course they waved it off. But now that they're hearing it from Trump, now they're willing to listen. Now they're willing to invest. So remember, anytime Trump is talking about Bitcoin and crypto, that is just pushing adoption. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.